All too often we confuse our friendships as the place of like blind loyalty, or where we expect favors, or where we expect you to just kind of look the other way or swallow your disappointment. And we kind of want our friends, especially in the workplace, we just kind of think we want each other just to agree with us all the time or let us help us, and couldn't be more wrong. Friendship isn't something we hide behind. It's actually the place that should expand us the most. Our friendships are the place where we should be practicing the hardest things in life, not like getting off the hook easily and trying to make it as easy as possible. Let me explain myself. I'm doing a series right now where I'm talking about how to be best friends at work with somebody, what we can do, what we can practice in order to protect that friendship and make it as meaningful and as long-lasting and as healthy as possible, while also making sure that we protect our jobs and be successful and show up where one contributes to the other and helps us be even better at what we're doing. Not something where it's supposed to give us favors or let us off easily, but the place where we actually show up and do our hardest growth. I have long believed that friendship is the gym. It's the gym where we do our spiritual growth, our emotional growth, our relational growth. It's our friendships that we should be practicing the hardest of things with. It's our friendships where we should be having those conversations about practicing boundaries with each other, of asking for what we need, of practicing cheering for each other even when we're jealous. This is the place where we should be able to practice saying, that hurt me, or to practice saying, like, we need to do something differently here and negotiating for something different. It's our friendships who these people love us the most, are committed to us the most, who know us the best. These are the people we should be practicing the hardest things, flexing our relational muscles in life. Because if we can't do it with the people who claim to love us and who we adore, how are we supposed to do it with all the other people in our lives? We want more of us showing up in this world healthy and strong, able to forgive quickly and able to cheer even when we're a little jealous, and able to compete in healthy ways and able to set boundaries, to say no, to say yes, to do what we want to do in a really healthy way out of integrity. Our friendships are where we practice that. The more I can do it with people who I trust and love, the stronger those muscles get, and the more I can turn around and do it with my boss, do it with the people I work with, do it with my clients, do it with the customers out in this world. If I can't be proud and practice bragging a little bit with my closest friend, I'm not going to be able to show up and shine in the world and be able to own what I need to own in other places. If I'm scared to set boundaries or to say to a friend, that's not appropriate, that's not okay, that hurts me, then I'm not going to be able to do that with other people who I don't love as much. Our friendships, your close friend at work is your gymnasium. It's your practice. It's where you practice the hard things. It's your gym. It's your mat. This is where we're expected to sweat a little bit, if you will. I have often used the metaphor of, like, we don't go to the gym and get shocked when we sweat a little bit, or when we are doing a yoga and we stretch too much. We aren't like, oh, this must be bad, I need to stop. On the contrary, we go expecting it to stretch us. We go expecting to kind of glisten a little and sweat and exert ourselves. It doesn't mean it's bad for us. We know it's good for us physically. It's actually making our muscles stronger. And yet something happens with our friends. We're so often, the second we kind of start sweating a little bit, when it's a little uncomfortable, when I feel a little pushed, when I feel a little forgotten, when we get our feelings hurt, we so often think, well, that's it, I just don't want this. We kind of just are like, I don't need this. Or we just swallow it, swallow it, swallow it. Neither are healthy. We wouldn't do that to our physical health. We don't just pull back when it gets tough. We go, okay, this is where it's starting. And that's what we need to do with our friendships. Our friendships at work are the ones where we should be saying, like, tell me where I read this situation wrong. I need to learn how to be better in this situation. Hey, well, can I role play this with you? I want to go in and show up and practice saying something like being stronger here, not caving in here. This is where we can really rely on each other, making us better people so that we're more successful at work, so that we're stronger, so that we're more able to be ourselves, so that we're able to show up and really do what we're here to do. Your friendships, if you're using it to hide behind, or you're using it to just kind of try to get favors, or any of the things that we sometimes think is what friendship is, that's not friendship. Friendship is a healthy relationship where two people both become better people because they feel loved, because they're pushing themselves, they're growing, they're being vulnerable, they're strong, they're relying on each other, they're committed. We want to do the things that big, mature, healthy people do. And this is what we do. So where in your friendship can you practice stretching yourself a little bit more? What are you swallowing? What are you walking away from? What are you leaning away from? What are you hiding? Where are you uncomfortable? What's something you want to grow in and learn and do better? How can you practice that in your friendship? I have some great ideas listed in my book, The Business of Friendship. But if you would just even see your friendships as the place where you can be a better version of yourself, the place to practice, not to hide, but to practice being a bigger, better version of yourself, then the workplace would be lucky to have you.